Hey, Margie here. Welcome to the Wake Up, Pray Up, Boss Up podcast, the show that helps Christian moms prioritize their physical and mental health so they can boldly step into God's calling. I'm your host, Margie Ruiz. Hey, Margie here. I cannot believe I get to say this. However, welcome to the 50th episode of the Wake Up, Pray Up, Boss Up podcast. 50 episodes. 50 weeks of showing up, 50 little cups of coffee with you, and honestly, this one feels really special. Today, we're talking about vision, and not the cute Pinterest kind of vision. I mean, God-led vision, the kind that pulls you, grows you, and surprises you in ways you couldn't plan if you tried. Trust me, this year for me, it's been insane, and I'm going to share that with you in a second. But before we jump in, let me start with our scripture for today. Write the vision and make it plain. Habakkuk 2:2. I hope I said that correctly. Simple, direct, and absolutely not life-changing. It's in the Bible. Write the vision and make it plain. God is saying to you, daughter, if there's something I'm calling you to, write it down so you can run toward it. And so today, I'm actually bringing you a little bit behind the scenes. I want to walk you through my vision for this year, what came true, what didn't, and what God did that I never even saw coming. Because vision is not just about pictures you cut out. It's about the person you become while you're walking towards that vision. So this is my vision board from this year. Let me go through it with you really quick. Let's start with the fun stuff. At the top, Fiji. You already know, Fiji changed me. And honestly, it wasn't the palm trees, it wasn't the scenery. It was the quiet. It was the space where God finally said, be still. I have things to show you. It was a year that unlocked my word of the year, flow. So you can see here, I have surrendered to the flow. But I didn't feel like it. I remember in October, I looked at my vision board and said, okay, I'm not flowing. It took me to go all the way around the world to finally get into flow. And then up here, skiing and snowmass. That's actually how we started the year this year. We have graduations. My daughter graduated from high school. We had celebrations. My podcast I have here, hitting its 50 episodes today. I put it on my board, and here we are 50 episodes later. I am so proud of this. And then I have here a picture of Tony and Dean here because I have a big dream of someday being on stage with Tony and Dean. I'm not there yet. However, right after I'm done here, I'm packing up to go be on the on-site training team for Date with Destiny this year. So I'm going to be pretty close, which I'm very, very excited about. I'm going to be working right along the man who truly changed my life. That's a write the vision, make it plain moment. This is a cruise that Mia wanted to go to for her graduation, which we did. 75 hard. I completed it in the beginning of the year with Victoria. It was amazing. It wasn't perfect, but it was powerful. RPM, that's an event I went to this summer. It's a method of planning that Tony Robbins does that I have incorporated into my life. It's completely life-changing. Let me see. Pickleball, we did a few times. I need to do that more. And pull-ups. I had pull-ups. I've had them on my vision board for 2 years. Maybe next year. Last year I had 5. This year I put 3. Maybe next year I just put 1. But let me tell you another one. So I put skiing on here again, okay? And I told the kids there's no way we're going skiing this year. But listen to how crazy this is. We went to Fiji. So, okay, we're going to Fiji. There's no way we're going to try and go skiing. But you know what God did? He said, oh, really? Out of the blue, someone called Francis and said, hey, I can't use my condo this year. Do you want to use it for free? I cannot make this up. I still said no. And then a friend said, well, I want to go. Why don't you come and I'll gift you 2 plane tickets? So I can't make this stuff up. God wanted us to go. It was on my vision. And this trip out of nowhere that I would have never been able to do came to fruition. It's like, what? This is how powerful a vision is. God said to me, I'm still in this. You can't plan that. You can't manifest that. That is favor. That is provision. That is the hand of God in your life. Sometimes your vision doesn't come true the way you expected. It comes true better. And listen, not everything got completed. My book hasn't happened yet, but it's still on there. I know maybe next year is the year. I'm excited about it. My membership that I want to get to 1,000 members hasn't happened yet, but I am relaunching in January, and I'm so excited about it. Women's retreats on the beach, they're not yet, but they are coming. I know. Becoming a trainer for Tony Robbins. I'm not a trainer yet, but I'm a senior leader, which is a step above. And every event, every room, every step is preparing me for that next step, which is on my vision board. And here's the thing, not yet doesn't mean no. It means God is still forming the version of you who will steward that blessing well. As a matter of fact, we've been doing a lot of training the last couple of weeks for Date with Destiny. And a trainer, she just impressed me so much in the way she did something. We were doing an exercise, helping someone through a problem. And she was so inspirational to me. And I thought, whoo, I'm not there yet, but I get to learn. So God is treating me, allowing me those situations for me to learn and grow so I can get to the point where I do wear the blue shirt, which I'm super excited about. And as I said, my word for the year was flow. And back in October before Fiji, I was like, it's not happening. But God said to me, flow requires surrender. You can't ask me to move while you're still clinging to control. And right now, in this season of selling the house, decluttering, simplifying, shifting, letting go, I feel it. God is like untying the knots. He's breaking down the chains of distraction, debt, overwhelm, and noise. God is preparing the ground for something new, and I'm very excited. And that is what He wants for you too. When you don't have a vision, you drift. You repeat the same year over and over and over again. You settle, you people please, you let the devil distract you, you forget who you are. And the Bible literally warns us about this. Where there is no vision, the people perish. That is Proverbs 29:18. But when you write the vision, when you do like me, I got these in reusable stickers. So I had one in my bathroom, I had one in my office, I had them on my computer background. When you write your vision, you anchor your identity, you partner with heaven, you honor the calling in your life, and you walk with intentionality instead of reactivity. Women perish without vision, not because they're weak, but because the world is loud. Your vision is how you fight back. Your vision is how you stay aligned. Your vision is how you remember who you are and where God is taking you. Don't wait until January. Don't wait until you feel ready. Don't wait for the house to be clean, the kids to behave, the finances to be perfect. Start your 2026 vision now. Open a journal, open notes, or pull out an old board, whatever you need to do. But I want you to write what you want to become, where God is nudging you. Pray and ask God to guide you. What you're willing to release, because if we want new things, we have to allow space. We got to let go of old things. And what you want to walk boldly into. Make it plain, make it clear, make it written. Your future self will thank you. And friend, as I mentioned before, my membership is coming back in January, and I've never been more clear, more aligned, and more excited. I made the decision not to launch this fall because God showed me it wasn't the right time. He led me into stillness so that I could come back stronger, more grounded, and truly prepared to serve. But in January, we're coming back with power, new energy, new clarity, new tools, new content, and a mission to help you step boldly into your God-given calling. If you want to be the first to know when doors open, send me a DM that says January, and I'll make sure you're on the list. Thank you for being here for 50 episodes. Thank you for listening, for growing, for praying, for crying, for laughing, and for believing in me. This podcast is such a blessing in my life, and I pray it continue to bless yours. Until next time, wake up, pray up, and boss up every day. God bless. Bye! Thank you so much for listening. Hey, if you enjoyed the episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please share it with others. post about it on social media, shout it from the rooftops, leave a rating and a review, all the things. And to catch the latest from me, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at margie.gp6 or go to my website at margieruiz.com and make sure to sign up for my weekly newsletter. Thanks again. I'll see you next time. Bye.